Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're all very well. Do apologise. I just want to say I am pretty burnt on my face now. I was at Brands Hatch over the last weekend, and the Saturday was incredibly hot. It said it was going to be overcast and no sun, that sort of thing, but no, when forecast lied, and I got pretty burnt. So word of advice, definitely bring some sun cream. Anyways, right, get that out of the way. So today I am back at Rye House. I have brought some friends with me that have never been on this track before, and also we've got one other person as well, Tonya. She's never been outdoor karting neither, so this will be her first time going outdoor. Anyways, here's the track. The juniors are just coming around now, as you can see right here. So at the moment I'm right at the back of the track, and also I can actually talk about this track now as I've been on it last time. If you have seen that video, feel free to go and check it out. It was great fun. But today it's just an arrive and drive. It's a 30-minute session. I believe we are using the full circuit today, so there will be I think there's a sharp hairpin up there. Instead of like having the hairpin closer, it was a little bit wider and stuff. It may change, I don't know. I am really looking forward to this session tonight because we've got a few new people on the track that they've never been here before, like I've said. And we're here to have a good time. It's really good to go and check out the BizKart Le Mans karts, because I absolutely love them. I thought they were really good. Like, if you're comparing them to Sodis and that, I much prefer these. Hopefully I won't have that same issue as last time where my back left engine wasn't working. So I'm going to make sure that they're both working before I stop pulling out ones to bits. Also, if you guys haven't been here before and are planning a visit, just so you know, when it comes to the karts and that, it's not like compared to like Daytona, Buckmore and that. You get you can pick any kart that you like. You just have to remember your kart number. Once you know your kart number and stuff, you have to kind of remind yourself. If you're tall enough and that, you can lean forward, have a look at the number in front of you, just to remind yourself. So you have to remember that there's a digital board on the pitch straight, and they may call you out or for yellow flags or black flags, or you may need to come to the pits and stuff. So you have to remember your kart number. And also after the session, when they show off your lap times, you need to remember your kart number, because it won't have your name on it, which is a bit of a disappointment, because you have to ask your friends and family and stuff to say, hey, what kart was you in? It'd just be nice to actually have your names there, so you can compare your friends and family lap times. I did give some advice to a couple of my friends on it as well. So when you're on the final corner coming over here, just like this person's doing, going down on the pitch straight, there is a sausage curb right here. It's quite violent, try not to go over it, but you can go a little bit wide and use as much curb as you want. You can use pretty much the rest of this. Try not to get onto the grass there, because it's quite dipped and that will lose a lot of pace. So when it comes to this final corner now, you want to make sure you get left as soon as possible, and then you want to flick it to the right. You want to aim for that white curb right there. You want to drive over it, because I believe you do get a much faster exit when coming down the straight, especially if you are battling with someone and they're in front of you. If you get a really good exit in that, you can easily just dive it on the inside on turn one. Turn one, believe it or not, if you stick it on the inside, it is the most defensive line, but it's not the fastest. If you hit the first apex, you kind of need to move over to the middle of the part of the track to get a good entry and a perfect exit for turn 2 and 3. But it really depends on what situation you're in. If you are looking for faster lap times, that's the advice that I can give you. Also, there is a corner a lot further back, right where the pits is for the rental cars. You can actually take it a lot wider and use the rest of the curbs, and it looks like bricks on the floor. You can actually take it a lot wider and get them RPMs up, and you'd be amazed that it's a lot faster that way. Also, when it comes to the pro karts and the senior road tack karts and that, this will be the pit lane, and a lot of the cars will be back here, and a lot of tents as well. They'll be at the back here as well, and there is a car park a lot further down, just before you come to the main building. At the moment I am on the main straight. This is where people bring their own cars. They join the pits this way. You can take a little bit of a walk down and show you the rest of the track, and what I will do as well, I'll show you a little bit more inside of the building, and where the briefing room is and that is kind of like hidden at the back, but there are signs that are big enough to show you where they are. Let me give you a little bit of a tour of the building and go from there. Enjoy. So here we are back at Rye House once again. Absolutely love this track. I absolutely love these karts as well. And we're just coming out and let's start racing. Let's start getting some practice in on this arrive and drive session. Today I'm just going to show you guys just some overtakes and just some different racing lines. At the end of the day, it is arrive and drive. I'm here to practice. I'm here to try and improve my lap times from my first time that I was at Rye House during that 30-minute race. So anyways, let's see what's going on. So coming up with a few back markers, I like to call them. At the end of the day, these guys are literally probably just starting their out lap or starting their first lap actually. So we dive it on the inside on turn 6 to turn 7. I may have got that wrong, I'm not 100%. I don't know whether I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, not sure what's after that. Oh, I'm only playing. Anyways, we're coming up onto turn 1 right now, and I'm looking on my right. I'm not sure whether someone's right behind me or beside me, and I'll go absolutely wide here, and then I'll dive it straight back in onto turn 2 to turn 3. I can see Liam's in front in kart number 9. Let's see how well he can do. Let's go and stick with him. Maybe we could have a bit of a battle. Let's see how this goes. Bear in mind, it is his first time on this track and that, so he's got a lot of learning to do, but he definitely has that racecraft. He is very quick. So I think it was good for him to stay behind me, as I know the track a little bit more, and just see for him to see what my lines are, and hopefully he can try and copy, try and learn this a little bit off me and see what he can do. So moving on to the next clip right here, going around turn 7. Some people do take it very slow here. I try my very best not to go beside them and crash into them. That's the last thing you want to do. Coming around, that went slightly over the curb a bit too much. That front right wheel did go off the curb just a bit onto the dirt, which is absolutely fine. Managed to control the car, not a problem. I've learned that if you go on to the middle part of turn 1 to turn 2 and you like hit the apex in the turn 2, it is a much faster line when it comes to lap times. And I'm just having a look around, just a guy goes absolutely wide here. I thought, okay, at that time I generally thought he was just going to nip it on the inside and use the curb, but I totally misjudged a little bit. And at the end of the day, it's part of practicing. These people don't know the lines. Some of them have a little bit of guts, some of them like to back out a little bit. So we're going bumper to the bumper to turn 12. He did wave just to apologise, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. He's done nothing wrong. And let's go see. Let's go around turn 7. We're almost going side by side. I'm just watching him. I'm going to see if he ever makes a mistake right here, which he doesn't, which he managed to follow him through, no problem. I'm getting that great slipstream, and you can see I'm just gaining and gaining. I go for the inside. He noticed that I was there. He backed out because I was fully committed. I wasn't going to back out. Definitely not, no. Thank you to the driver for noticing that I was on his right, but regardless, if he stuck with me, he would have probably would have gone into the driver in front. I did make a mistake here. I'm not 100% sure. It's the car in front did use a bit of the brakes, and I did tap at the back of them. So apologies about that. That was me misjudging. I'm trying to stay away, not use any contact whatsoever. At the end of the day, I would like to try and keep it clean. And yep, managed to get through, not a problem. Moving on to the next clip. Trying to use that much curb on that left as possible. Trying to get a much faster line. Managed to see a yellow flag. We all managed to slow down. There's the incident on the left there. Once you get past, you can simply just go for it. And apologies to Tonya. I just tapped 2 karts. That wasn't intentional, I promise. It's just one of these things. I sped up and I think I was going a little bit too quick. Anyways, going around to turn 1, I can see number 19 here. I'll go a lot wider, cut it into turn 2, and managed to get past that car, not a problem. I can see a little bit of few traffic ahead. Come around this hairpin, and I'm going to see if I can try and go a little bit more on the inside, but this person ended up braking, and I did lose my temper right here, and apologies if you hear any swearing. I'll make sure that I would cut that out or mute it, so apologies about that. I was a little bit fed up right there, but it is what it is. These people are new. It was one of these things that wrong place, wrong time, maybe. Not 100% sure. It was a little bit confusing. Anyways, going around on this track, I think a lot of it is just practicing, just doing loads of overtakes in different scenarios, because they're using different lines and maybe they don't know the lines and that. I thought, okay, this would be really good to start practicing some overtakes. So managed to caught up with Liam. Liam and I having a little bit of a battle right there. He is directly behind me. I'm pretty sure he's going to stick with me. I had a bit of a nudge on number 15 in front, just say, hey, I'm right behind you. And we'll give it a go. So I'm looking on my right. I know Liam is behind me. I don't know whether I should go defensive here. Actually, I didn't. I stay on the fast line. I was fully committed. I stick to the curb on the right-hand side. I'm pretty sure Liam followed me at the same time, which I'm always thinking at that time that he's behind me. And later on that lap, we are side by side. Going round to turn 1 and turn 2. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. I feel like we've got a challenge going on here. I'm constantly looking behind me, looking my left and right, just to see where he is. It's just great practice, just knowing that your friend out there, you're both going about the same pace. There he is on the left there, and it's just a bit of a challenge. Feels like a proper race right now. So this person turns in really early, and luckily I managed to keep it on the inside. And watching this traffic going outside on this line right here, which actually went quite well, actually. It was a lot better than I thought. Managed to bring up the pace there. And I'm still thinking, is Liam directly behind me still? Has he followed me? I'm not 100% sure. We're just going to keep it going. Right now, I do notice recently that if you're constantly looking behind you and worrying about the person behind you, you tend to go a little bit slower. So right now, I'm just focusing like, nope, I'm just going to get through all this traffic. Follow my lines, checking my surroundings, and see what you can do. So coming up here, I'm pretty sure a lot further up, yep, there is a yellow flag, so we start to slow down. There is quite a bit of confusion here. I was with my partner's in front of me. We're going through, we're just like, okay, there's no incident maybe, so we push forward a little bit more, realising, there's the incident, and yeah, unfortunately we did overtake under yellows, and then there was slightly confusion with the two drivers in front. They thought there was a yellow flag in that, but I didn't see any, so I thought I'd put my foot down and kept going. Yeah, let me know if in the comments if you spot something that I didn't. It was slightly confusing, but it is what it is, I guess. Not 100% sure. Anyways, coming around with the cart number 19, she was not aware, she was looking to her right, and I thought I'd bump her on the left hand side there. She started to move in a little bit more, and there we go. We see I'm going for the overtake through the checkered flag, and that is the end of the 30-minute arrive and drive session. So anyways, I see you guys off the track. I'm going to be starting some interviews, so hopefully you enjoy these interviews, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we just had our session, and now I am with Tonya. It's her very first time going outdoor karting, and she has been doing a lot of indoor karting as well, and she's also part of the Wise Racing. So anyways, here she is.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
So tell me, what do you think of your first experience outdoor karting?
Really good. Really good, yeah.
Is it a lot better than you expected?
100%. I don't know why. I felt a little bit anxious before going on track, just because obviously I didn't know what I was expecting, like how the kart was going to be, how it was going to handle. But after I got my first lap out of the way, fine, absolutely fine, no issues.
Good. And what did you think of the rest of the field that was a little bit slower than us?
It was interesting. It was nice to practice like overtaking skills and seeing how other people race and whatnot, and you know, just like maybe taking hints from myself, like if they've overtaken me or if I've overtaken someone, just to, as a side note, to remember what not to do, and you know, like just keeping an eye out or whatever. So
what do you think of like comparing it to indoor karts? What's different?
obviously it's faster.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just feels like it handles nicer. I felt more secure in my seat, like I didn't feel like I was sliding about, like trying to hold myself in. Yeah, it's just
fantastic. Is there anything else that you would like to say to people who are looking at this video, who's interested in karting?
If you're interested in coming outdoor karting for the first time, don't be scared, don't be nervous, literally just get out there, have fun, put your foot down, enjoy it.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. So right here, going to be interviewing Sean and Liam, as it was their first time at Rye House. So guys, welcome.
Bonjour.
So what do you guys think of this circuit?
Yeah, it was really good. It was really different compared to the Sandown track that we normally go to, or Buckmore.
Yep.
Bit narrow, but it was fun.
Yeah, and what did you think of the Viz karts, Le Mans karts, the dual engines?
It was completely different.
Completely different, yeah.
It was fun. It was a bit rattly, but bit of understeer, but it was fun.
So if you had to compare it to the D-Maxes and Sodis, like what's so different about them? Did you feel any difference in between them?
It's the power. So the torque, I guess, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just the power that you have at the back. The Sodis are a bit slower.
Right.
So novice drivers should probably start with those.
Yeah. And what about you, Liam? What did you think of the circuit?
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
Decent, yeah.
Fast.
We had a little bit of a battle for a couple of laps, and until we caught up on some back markers. Yeah, almost T-boned me. I wasn't aware. But what do you think of the Le Mans karts as well, compared to the others?
Their acceleration is fast.
Yeah.
But it's not got as much top speed.
Not much top speed, of course. Yeah, I think they're a little bit slightly faster compared to the Sodis. It feels like it.
Yeah,
it does.
But definitely not as fast as the D-Maxes at Daytona and that. So would you guys come here again for sure?
100%.
Yeah, I think maybe next time we can get a little bit more competitive here and actually do a full-on race, and maybe potential some good endurance races and that. I know they do a 12-hour race here and stuff like that as well. So I think that'd be really, really good for all of us to come over and check it out and that. So
really
anything else that you want to tell the audience here, that for people who are planning on coming outdoor karting and that, any advice that you can give?
Don't drive like us.
Don't drive like us. Oh, what's that?
Probably to Ben. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You need to get yourself sorted out, mate. Coming for you. You got indoor, but we're coming for outdoor.
Trying to get these top speeds and that. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. Thanks for coming out with us as well, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed this circuit as well. Cheers. Okay, so that is pretty much at the end of the day, end of the session. It was fantastic. There was some situations where I did bump into a few people. Simply just put your hand up, apologize and stuff. We have to try and keep it clean. It was very unpredictable of the lines and that. They don't know the lines. You have to expect it when you turn up to arrive and drive. You have to treat it as a practice session. People are here to have fun. You have to expect that these people haven't driven these karts before and that, or they haven't driven at a circuit before. You have to make sure that you are thinking of these things when turning up. So lap times, majority of us, we managed to get in an average about mid 43s. If anyone has driven here, did the arrive and drives in the Biz karts, Le Mans karts, and would like to share the lap times that you've got, if you remember them, feel free to throw them in the comments. I would like to know your lap times, because we don't know whether it is a quick time or a slow time and that. So please put them in the comments. Let us know what your lap times here at Rye House. Anyways, it was a brilliant track. I absolutely love it here. I was trying a few lines as well, trying to see a little bit more quicker times and see what mistakes that I was doing previously last time I came here, just trying new things and practicing some overtakes as well. We had a little bit of a battle with Liam, but unfortunately I kind of lost him in the back markers as well. This corner right here at the end here, it's for some reason I keep getting this wrong. I don't know what the correct line is and stuff, so I might have to go and check out some YouTube videos or something of people's lap times here and see what they do. other than that, right, I want to go and give out some shout outs. I want to shout out to Dante Luke. He's just turned 14 last Friday. Happy birthday, mate, and thank you so much for watching my videos and that and giving me a support. It's fantastic, absolutely love it. So happy birthday to you. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Charlie Morris. He sent me a lovely message on my Instagram and saying that he was supporting to the channel and he was looking forward to race with me at Team Sport Reading one day. And I love these kind of messages and stuff on my Instagram, you guys messaging me saying how good the videos are and that, giving me some feedback, and I absolutely love the support. So shout out to you guys, thank you so much for watching these. And if anyone would like to go and speak to me in that, you can just find me on in my Instagram under Pearce 95. I will put a link in the description, all my socials are there. Thank you so much for all the support, everyone. We're almost hitting that 200 subscriber mark. The channel is slowly growing, and the karting community is fantastic, and I would love to meet you guys and say hello. Feel free to come over and say hello to me. I would definitely love that. So anyways, that's the end of the day, that's the end of the video. If you guys are new here and that, don't forget to give me a subscribe if you would like to see some future content. And if you really liked the video, feel free to hit that like button. And if there's any favorite parts on that or some sort of feedback, feel free to throw it in the comments. I would love to hear it. So anyways, that's me. Take care now. Goodbye.